Hello gamers and welcome to another cast. It's the last cast I do for the 5th Greenhorn Cup. It's a tournament run and organized on the Bootcamp Discord by Dave the Viking and Night Reef. And it's a bit special because it's tactical, and that also means the only tactical map for 1v1 is played. The cost are tactical, so it's a bit shortened. As you can see here, the map is smaller. There are also 3 flags only on each side. And this is the map, the match for 3rd place. So I've cast the best of 3 finals already, and then also the semi-final between ThatBritishKid and Paladin Leper. And Paladin Leper won and moved on to the final. It was close. He had like a hero T26, and the British kid did not really dare to do like a last final, emergency push. And in this matchup, I don't show you the divisions because it's all special anyway, and I don't have that much time. We can see that British kid playing the 8th Indian, and Creamy Biggums, his opponent, unfortunately didn't cast his semi-final, I'm sorry for that, playing 17th SS. So it's an interesting call, because obviously German divisions tend to have the slightly pricier infantry. Both players with a balanced income here. If we look at the deployment, we can see that British Kid is heavily going for this flag. And Creamy Biggums actually already is assaulting here, trying to snatch the flag in the center. Zoom in a bit more so you get some sound effects as well. Field engineers are quite nice. They're 15 points and they've got the TNT. They can shoot a little bit as well. So the British kid relying on cheapish infantry. Do we see some transport snipes? No, we don't. And here we see, for example, SS Legionary, 20 points only. Very good mixture, combined with Volksdeutsche and P-Grants, with their 2 MG42s. Very defensive deployment here by Creamy Biggums. He's only going for this one flag and concentrates on the center. But as you can see by the amount of units on the battlefield, I mean, I didn't count them now, but it feels like in the center as well as in the north that British kid has the edge with the numerical edge using the cheaper units. He does have the Indian rifle leader, which is a good leader. He's got a sniper rifle, so he will use it for combat, I'm pretty sure. And we see the first SPW for Creamy Biggums. Now the MG42 actually on hold fire now, otherwise it would get hammered, and that British kid gets an idea that there might be an opening here in the south, I think. Pak 40 obviously quite costly, and yeah, it's a good choice against a tank rush. 50 points, 60 points. Yeah, so both players brought 1 Pak, and actually, or AT gun rather, actually Creamy Biggums brought 2. And he's now hiding it a bit. The Humber is the only armored vehicle on the battlefield for that British kid. And he's doing some sneaky action here in the south. There's a tendency to attack this if you're the red player. I've noticed that in the matches I've cast. Reason probably being to put pressure on your opponent and maybe even cut off this reinforcement road with an AT gun or something, and in general, to annoy the opponent. And the Humber goes down to the SPW 233. Pak 40 APCI is not switched off. It could be switched off. Good line of sight here. Legionary are falling back. Will they get off the Molotov? Too far away. In the south, units are just being at the ready, and there's a 6-pounder now coming in to deal with the SPW. Very conservative play so far by both players, and there's a push over the open ground, unsupported, no armor support, no air support, and no mortar support. There's only the Pak 40 shooting a bit from the rear. That's not going to be enough to dislodge them. Rifles have been unloaded. Only one Brand. Brand is not the best automatic rifle, but 20 points squad. Now the SPW needs to be used to turn the tide before the 6-pounder gets into position. With its 1.5 kilometer range, it will actually cover the edge of the road, or the T-junction here, and deny access to the SPW. So this SPW actually comes too late. It could go here though. There comes the shot, taking a hit, shooting at the Vickers. Oh, but very good micro here by Creamy Biggums, retreating. Now the SPW, that should have been here for the push. He should have waited with the push. Because of the leader, they are also double vetted Gurkhas here with 2 Brands, and also heat shells. That's a force to be reckoned with. But he's not withdrawing them. He should actually withdraw them, I think, so that they are not getting destroyed by the SPW. P-Grants are coming into the town. He's fearing an assault, and right he is. The rifles are moving forward, and there's the first Sherman arriving on the scene. I think so far that British Kid has traded a little bit better, and also he's got more points, well, at least more units on the map. As soon as this MG42 goes down, it'll be the double tick. Okay, he jumped, a very good micro to actually jump out and go and hold fire. It's a bit weird that the Indian scout could still see him after he had jumped back in. And unfortunately, yeah, who will win, the scout or the MG42? MG42 being pretty stressed out. The Indian scout not so much, but only 2 bullets left. That's a rare sight that they actually run out of bullets, but I think that's one of the disadvantages, don't quote me on that though, that the Indian scouts don't have much ammunition. And unfortunately now Creamy Biggums stops shooting. That's a bit unfortunate. And now the SPW has been moved, but there's a Gurkha lurking. And the Indian Field Grenadiers will possibly be stopped. They are outside of the range of the HE, I think. And there's an opening now for Creamy Biggums to capture this. Now imagine with the more forces here and the CQC forces and DS combined with the SPW, he would have taken the flag already. But now he's going to take it, and that will be the first tick in the game, I think. Yes, there it is, 4-2. But there's that British kid looking strong in the center now. There's Pak support here, but the Pak is actually not really aiming at anything. The Sherman is in cover. IG gun, that's a very good call here by Creamy Biggums. And also some Volksdeutscher coming in, including their Panzerfaust. But they will be too late to shoot at them from green cover, I fear, for Creamy Biggums. Volksdeutsche opening fire on the Indian rifles, pinning them down. Pigrens moving forward, the others are pinned down. Look at this. One model was dropped, but now there's no model dropping going on here. Despite the best effort here by the Volksdeutsche with 2 LMGs, but they are more for suppression. But the Gurkhas were injured, they go down. Another SPW here in the center, that's a good call as well. And actually the Volksdeutsche could open fire on the rifles in the open ground. In CQC though, they will go down. $25-point unit, more expensive than the rifles. But the automatic rifles of the rifleman can shoot at close range. Best thing he can do is run away. Good call. And 2 of them actually maybe have a chance. But the tick here is over. Defensive unloading. Yeah, both players are playing balanced. They need to trade well if they want to win that game. And the Gurkha being pinned down. Now the Pak actually doing a really good job just covering anything that comes through here. But there's no infantry left in the town. IG gun doing a good job killing the Humber. How many points? 30, yeah. Pioneers coming in. Assault Pioneers, Pigran pinned down by the Indian rifles. And now he is withdrawing the puck, which is a good call. Falling back, very good. Good micro here. And the rifles go down. I think that's the one that ran away, maybe. Were suppressed, and now Sturmpioneers coming in. Yeah, the Volksdeutsche are not needed here any longer. In the forest, they can go over here. Okay, they've revealed their position. Will the IG gun shoot? It will. What Creamy Biggums could do is ground target, or target the ground here and shoot at them. And Legionary are coming in as ThatBritishKid is ticking Creamy Biggums here in the town. And this is all supported by Sherman. The puck also went down to Indian rifles. Lots of SS Legionary. Volksdeutsche go down. The rifles leader doing a good job, but there's only 1 shot left. I wonder if we will see, it's already B phase, if we will see a support, an ammunition struck. Indian scouts still in here, this one without ammunition though. MG42 went down and the IG-18 took out the HMG. These dudes have been unloaded but are not moving in. This is something I often do as well. I move units in to do something and then I'm focused somewhere else and don't do what I wanted to do, because you can't like unload a position and shift Q move them into the forest. At least not to my knowledge. Heavy fighting now in the town. The SPW is doing a hell of a job here. The Humber might get the kill though. Does not. Humber goes down. And there's no AT in here. Sherman though now already in the town. As the Pak 40 goes down to the rifleman, that's a huge loss. Because there's, there's the Legionary that can kill the Sherman. But there's also still some Gurkhas. Stück 4 arriving on the battlefield. This Indian 6-pounder is in a really nasty position here. Good kill here by the IG-18, which moved from here to over here to support that defense. The Gurkhas might actually go down to the SPW, but it might take too long to turn. And I think he would have to shift the target manually, and he does. I think that was a manual move, but just about too late. But the Indian Rifles, okay, also good micro here by that British kid, before they can get suppressed and take even more damage. Good amount of units now in the town for Creamy Biggums, and he should still move his pioneers, and they are on the move now, but not too far, please, because this is already a bit too far. Where are you going to? Okay, they are now actually on a journey. And together with the SPW, they can do something here, but there's a 6-pounder on the way as well. Legionary moving back. Lots of house jumping here. They do not have LMGs, which proves to be a huge problem, because now even the brand looks strong compared to nothing. At least there's 2 P-grants. And Creamy Biggums wants to apply pressure on the town. I think, well, this is like a 2K range, right? Well, it's not quite 2K, it's 1,750 meter range. I'm not sure if you should maybe move this forward. Oh, there's a first bombing run on the Gurkhas by a Junkers. This is actually not the bad call, because the Junkers is only 70 points. And it might force Creamy Biggums to bring out a or a plane. And the fight that's more expensive than 70 points. And now we see the fight against the 6-pounder. Ooh, and another 6-pounder. This is not going to end well for the SPW. And down it goes. And he should stop his units now. I mean, he could push the 6-pounder actually, if he's out of range of the Indian Vickers, which he will be. And this Indian Scout is without ammunition, so, and this Indian Scout doesn't have vision or line of sight. But in the town, things are not looking too great here in the central town. The IG going down, Hero IG. P-grants coming in. And the Stuk in the town against the Sherman. Penetrate, it's the Stuk 4, so 100 armor, but at close range the Sherman can still kill the Stuk also frontally. It's not like there's no chance. And again, the unit composition here is not good, because there's no rifle, no LMG. One LMG here would make such a difference, or would have made rather. One of these 2 guys. Look how they are suppressing the rifles dude in the green. Indian rifles going down. Stuk still doing nothing. This is, 85 points doing nothing. But this rifleman might go down. Yeah, the guys are still moving forward, and one of the Indian scouts got killed, and then that British kid actually moved his other scout. Yeah, and he's doing the right thing and pushing forward with these 2 dudes. Now the Stuka would be nice. The riflesmen will kill the Sturm Pioneers if they don't get into the forest on time. Very unfortunate that he's now walking into the range of the Vickers. I think the Vickers was a bit further here before. So very well played by that British kid. And they're now in the crossfire and will fall back in any second. And they're getting suppressed at the same time. It's very unfortunate. Both pinned down, they will die or even surrender. The Stuka is coming in, but it's going for this 6-pounder. Obviously killing the 6-pounders is also a good idea, but then again, there's nothing that has to be scared of the 6-pounder. Oh, that was almost too close. Not sure why Creamy Biggums is not moving into this house with one of the Panzergrens. It's maybe a bit too aggressive, but it's working actually. Ooh, the Stuck needs to turn, and it does not on time, and there's a crit. And it's the worst crit you can get, it's the bailout. And there's the rest. The kill. Now this is a huge loss. Yeah, and this is gonna be it. They will make the Pigrens dance here. And it's trying to move back in, but it won't work because it's still on fire. It's only 3 dudes here, but they are doing a lot. That's it. Units on the battlefield clearly in favor for that British kid. Shermir, P-Shrek. Yeah, but it won't get within range so easily. Fall back a bit too late. And now even the P-Shrek did get some suppression. Oh, and there's the fallback on these guys. Now that's a push on the open ground. Why not? With an infantry support gun or something like that, it would be better. Or a mortar even. And there's a scary amount of units moving towards these few guys. Sherman being called in. And they are about to run out of HE shells. I mean, they can't really do anything without an LMG. It would have been better to position them like here. It's a CQC unit. Another Stuka. Suppressing the rifles. He's trying to kill the Sherman from the side. That's a very good attempt, but it's actually a Pigren without Panzerfaust. Oh yes. Yeah, so. And the LMG is depleted. Stuck 4 should be an easy time killing the Sherman. Will the Sherman get away? It might. Yeah, it did. Good micro. Crucial. Rifles going down, but there's a Sherman. Actually, another Stuck is needed. Or redirecting this Stuck. Lots of rifles here going down to the Pigrens. Not too bad, actually. Still 3-3 and Creamy Biggums in the lead. So far, that British kid, despite some sort of, I feel like, numerical advantage, he did not manage to crash him. But now we still have 2 Shermans on the battlefield and only 1 Stuck 4. And that puts that British kid in the driver's seat. Yeah, reinforcements here. He could have moved a bit further even, I think, but he plays it safe, which is also good. It was close enough to the flag. Just 2 or 3 seconds lost. Doesn't really matter, I think. But But this unit needs to be withdrawn ASAP. Gurkha's rifles being unloaded. SPW and P-Shrek coming in as a second P-Shrek in a desperate attempt to kill that. Yeah, and that's the problem when you've got so much infantry, but actually your infantry has no killing power against armored vehicles. It's a problem. The Stug 4 won't save the day alone. The SPW comes to the rescue. That's exactly the unit he now needs. And there's the surrender. Ooh, that would be painful to lose the SPW to the Sherman. And there will be a spear shot any moment. And there it is. 50% chance to hit. And it hits instantly. P going down. And ThatBritishKid is concentrating his push here in the south where the flag is. While meanwhile the concentration of P-Grants is actually in the north. But good line of sight. I think this is actually intentional. Because he can cover off this area. I need to remember that. That's a very good line of sight here. And there's the P-Shrek. Double P-Shrek. Will they get the kill? I think one went down. I think it might get the kill. Jump in the house, yeah. He should have maybe jumped in that house first, but it's okay, it worked out. P-Shrek getting the kill. Very, very crucial kill. And the Junkers coming in. Forcing the rifle spear back. They are double vetted because of the leader. There's no leader play by Creamy Biggums. But yes, like the Legionnaires are like here, they are double vetted. 2 more Stug 4. That is maybe already a little bit overkill. He needs boots on the ground as well. Sherman going down. Now it actually doesn't look that terrible for Creamy Biggums. With 3 Stugs on the ground. He is behind. He would have to push ThatBritishKid out of a position. And it's unlikely to happen here. And yeah, I don't think he will push through the entire town with this bare-bone number of units. There's a lack of infantry now. Stug engaging the 6-pounder. That's a very unfavorable engagement. Two Stugs might have done it, but not one. And there's a red wave, but it's not the Soviets, it's the 8th Indian Division. And there's only one Legionnaire and one puck without HG shells clinging onto that flag. This Q moved would secure everything, but obviously ThatBritishKid doesn't know what's there, and he's bringing out the 25-pounder. In British military or in British artillery, The 25 pounder refers to the weight of the ammunition, whereas in the German Wehrmacht we got 75mm, and that's the diameter of the cannon. Flamethrowers, grenadiers, forced to unload basically by the rifle's Piat. There was a nice kill here somewhere, I think. I know that there's a space for the Sherman after the Stuck being killed. Now the Stuck is now desperately moving forward. Good artillery shells here. And the guy got killed. He's going with quick move, right? No, it's actually attack move. Why is he not stopping? Piats will get the shot. And again, 50%. Unfavorable engagement against the 6-pounder, and also a very unfortunate kill. Not the crit, not the worst, but shooter killed is not really nice, and he's moving forward nonetheless, but then transmission damage and, well, destroyed. Good attempt here, actually, despite, losing, I think. Good attempt here by Creamy Biggums to, push forward with what he's got, to see if he can maybe achieve a breakthrough or something. But it's not looking good. Both with the same income. We will see the Junkers fly, maybe last time. Getting a kill on the Gurkhas rifle. Actually, the Junkers is kind of like the MVP. And ThatBritishKid couldn't be bothered to bring out a fighter or an AAP. Is kind of sensible, because an AAP is in the center even would not have covered entirely both sides, I think. At least, well, unlikely a Bofors or something. And we are at a 5-1 as the front line is collapsing after this brave push. Stuck being called in to stem the tide, but I think it will be too late. And there's the surrender and the GG. So congratulations to ThatBritishKid for winning the bronze medal in the 5th Greenhorn Cup. Commiserations to Creamy Biggums, who fought valiantly. It was a really good match. It's a cool image here as well. KD in favor of ThatBritishKid. Chronology in the beginning a bit even. I think maybe it's obviously backseat gaming, and I couldn't have done it better. But I think a mistake was the lack of combined arms on Creamy Biggums' behalf, like with the push without the SPW on the northern town. The SPW had been called in, but he nevertheless pushed before that, and also the lack of AT on some infantry. We have seen what the even the Piats could do. All the shots we've seen, first shots, they all hit the target and destroyed it. The Legionary with their lack of long range capabilities, and difficult. Sherman here, Hero Sherman, even killed the Stuck 4. Must have been in the town, maybe. Rifles leader doing a good job here. This Piat was on fire, and this one as well. And then SPW did okay. Pak 40. IG-18 was a good call. The Junkers, 3 runs, 3 kills. It was, and there's the second Junkers, which only killed the Gurkhas rifles towards the end. Maybe an earlier Junkers might have helped, or earlier second Junkers, but you never know. Yeah, so that's it for the Greenhorn Cup on my channel. So the winner was Squire Squirrel, and then second place Paladin Leper, third place That British Kid. Congratulations to all three of them, and yeah, also congratulations for fourth place to Creamy Biggums. I haven't seen his match against Squire Squirrel, so sorry for that and for not casting it, but here we go. Thanks a lot for watching. Join the Bootcamp Discord and join the tournaments. Also there's a rookie tournament every month organized by Herr Robert, and also the standard tournament every month, the monthly tournament. And also there will be a kind of like season, like end of season sort of tournament in September. And also kind of preparing for the next season. And there are lots of activities in the Kingdom of the Noobs run by Hobo Tango. There's currently an event, and there will be the Master Cook event and Clan Internal, and there will be another tournament with special rules starting in, I think, end of August. So check out that clan as well. There are lots of new players who have just bought the game, up to super experienced players like P. Yuritana, Quadruple U, CK530, Attack Power I think has fully joined now, who has a very good YouTube channel. You should check it out. And also check out SDL, Simulated Divisions League, the channel Twitch and YouTube run by Proto Soccer. He also runs with others with Green mainly the SD League, and that's for the league. And I think the monthly tournament is organized on SDL as well. I'm not 100% sure because I only play in the rookie tournament, but I think it's on SDL. Alright then, after all this advertisement, enjoy the rest of the day. Until then, bye for now.